Here's how 3 seemingly simple 85 overall cards absolutely broke Madden 26 Ultimate Team. Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. Hope you're having a great week so far, and without further ado, let's get into this. Because fellas, this story goes all the way back to August when EA Sports released a seemingly harmless pair of 85 overall cards and an 86 overall LTD. And boys, these cards have had a ripple effect on Madden Ultimate Team ever since they were dropped. There's some stuff you gotta know and some stuff you gotta do when it comes to these players, and of course I'm talking about the crystal cards in this game. And I'm not gonna lie, for the first 2 weeks that these cards were in Madden Ultimate Team, I didn't really bat an eye. I didn't think these cards were something I needed on my team. I didn't even really fully understand the way these work. Let's explain that first, because boys, the first drop of crystal cards we got in this game were Saquon Barkley's 85, who right now is 1.7 million coins for an 85. That's crazy. We'll explain why a little bit later. There's a Micah Parsons 85 and a Pat Surtain 86. Now, if you went through and collected all of these 85 overall players, put them in your lineup, and equip the crystal chemistry on the player, which is available for free. You just go to this slot right here, you put the crystal chemistry on whichever team you want to equip it on. You can get +1 speed on some specific players. So say, for example, I was rocking a Jaguars theme team, or I even didn't have a Jags theme team. You don't necessarily even need a full theme team to make this work, but if I went through and equipped Jaguars chemistry on Micah Parsons, I equipped Jaguars chemistry on Saquon Barkley, and Jaguars chemistry on Pat Surtain, I would get these boosts on every single Jaguars player on my squad. Now, the boosts are as follows. You would go through and get +1 speed, +1 zone, +1 finesse move, block shed, play rec, man coverage, tackling. Those are some solid boosts, but the speed boost, that is the one that's crazy. And you might be thinking, okay, but Swift, I need a theme team to make this work, or I need a ton of theme team players on my squad to make this work. Well, boys, if you did not know, you can put any theme team chemistry on a ton of cards in this game. Kyle Hamilton, he gets all 32 team chems. Brian Urlacher and every single season upgrade player in this game, they get all 32 team chems. Say, for example, I went through here and I had the crystals in my lineup, and I put Jaguars chemistry on Devontae Adams, he would automatically get an additional +1 speed boost. I'm already getting 1 +1 for the theme team, but I would automatically get +1 additional speed on Devontae Adams for doing literally nothing. He didn't play on the Jaguars ever. Micah Parsons never played on the Jaguars ever. We could go through and still equip those chemistries on those players and get +1 speed. To get Madden 26 Ultimate Team coins for your account at the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use the promo code SWIFT to save an additional 8% on your order. Now, the thing that in my opinion makes these crystals so good is not only the fact that yes, you can build theme teams in this game very effectively, but it's the fact that the season players, they get all 32 team chems. All your team captains, they get all 32 team chems. Akeem Talib gets the boost. Any player in the MCS tournament gets all 32 team chems. Some of the welcome back players get all 32 team chems. There are a lot of cards in this game. Benjamin St. Just gets all 32 team chems. There's a lot of cards in this game that with that +1 crystal speed boost, you can have some serious ramifications on your squad and help out your team for the entirety of Madden Ultimate Team. Those boosts don't go away. Now, with crystal release number 2, I was thinking, okay, well, EA Sports is going to go through and do the exact same thing. Now they're going to give offensive speed boost with the brand new crystal cards in this game. But when they didn't go through and they didn't put speed boosts on Fred Warner, Nico Collins, and Jahmyr Gibbs right here, that's how I knew that the first release of crystals, that was rare. That was maybe a mistake. I don't know if it was intended. I mean, I'm sure it was intended, but I don't think they realized how overpowered it was. Because in release number 2, with the crystal chemistries right here, you get acceleration, you get spin move, you get break press, you get some solid boosts, but it's no +1 speed. So Fred Warner right here, if you go through and collect him, you collect Nico Collins, you collect Jahmyr Gibbs, who that's expensive to get all those players, don't get me wrong, the boosts really aren't all that. But these 3 cards right here, Saquon Barkley, Micah Parsons, and Pat Surtain, if you get them and add them to your lineup, you get those boosts for the entirety of the year. It's not like you're going through and only getting them for a couple more weeks or a couple more months even. You get +1 speed on every card that gets all 32 team chems or on whatever theme team you're building for the entirety of the year. That is massive. Now, here's how this kind of broke the game. Honestly, 85 overall players should not be selling for 700,000 coins, or if we take a look at Saquon Barkley's price, 1.7 million coins. The average cost of these players right here is 1 million coins. To get all 3 of them, you basically got to drop 3 mil, and to be honest, if you just get 2 of them, there's no point. Because if I got Saquon and Micah Parsons, say for example, that wouldn't help my team at all. I wouldn't get the +1 speed boost. I'd be spending 1.7 mil on an 85 overall player that's not really going to impact my squad. So that's kind of the story of crystals, but what do you guys actually need to be doing with this information? What else do you guys need to know as well to maybe take advantage of the fact that these 85s are so expensive? Well, let's talk both of those. Because first things first, an interesting way of taking advantage of crystal players in this game is by going through and pulling them. Saquon Barkley's selling for 1.7 mil. Micah Parsons is going for 800K. Pat Surtain is a Redux, so he's honestly a little cheaper just because of some of the good Redux offers in this game. But if I go to my core section of my sets right here and I do this 84 to 86 86 exchange set and I pull Saquon Barkley, I pull Micah Parsons, I would be going through and spending 60K to get this done, and I pull a card that goes for 1.7 milli potentially. This set is interesting. Number 2, theme teams are just so overpowered this year. It is the name of the game. If you want to build just a regular 20 theme team like I got on my squad, that's a necessity. Even if you don't have the crystal cards, theme teams are awesome. For me personally, I'm thinking about maybe starting to acquire some crystal players. They're going to be valuable for the whole year. Like, I don't think we're understanding how important a +1 speed boost is for the entirety of the year on any basically season card, on any team captain, on any player you're getting from head-to-head ranked, on any player that you get from MCS, on any player on that theme team. The list goes on and on. About half of my team, I could be getting the +1 speed boost on by having those 3 players. Now, I know it's incredibly expensive as well, and if the price comes down to 2 mil, I probably pull the trigger at 3. I think it's a little pricey. It's the Saquon card that's a little bit much. If Saquon is a little cheaper, he somehow comes down in price, I'm doing it. Now, additionally, the story doesn't end there, because not only did we get release 1 of crystals, we got release 2 now. Does that mean a release 3 is coming? And if a release 3 ends up coming in this game, well, how is EA Sports going to do this? Are they going to be going through and giving us another speed boost? Are they going to maybe make the chemistries change? I'm not fully sure. They went defensive boost, then they went offensive boost, which obviously the defensive and offensive boost, those are like for man coverage, zone coverage. The speed is still going to apply to anyone on offense and defense. But in the next release of crystals, which I don't even know if it's going to happen, I would think there'll probably be one maybe every couple of months. We'll have to see what happens with speed chemistries. I think it would be very unfair if EA Sports ever goes through and changes this speed chem on Micah Parsons, but I also don't think that in the future releases of crystals, we're going to be getting any more speed. I would be shocked if there's another drop of crystals in this game and it gives us a speed boost. I just don't see it happening. So these 3 cards right here, Surtain, Micah Parsons, and Saquon Barkley, some of the most valuable cards you can possibly get in Madden Ultimate Team, and it's for the speed boosting reason, which honestly, I didn't even understand until I really looked into it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, okay, how does this truly work right here? It's pretty simple once you figure it out. And just to show you guys really quickly as well, this Pat Surtain 86 is going for 279K as a Redux version, and on the Redux version of Pat Surtain, he's still going to go through and get the crystal chemistry, which as you guys can see right here, that is critical. So if you go through and buy the Redux version of Surtain, you're in the clear. If Saquon comes down in price, you can collect all 3 of them for maybe 2 mil, right? Like 280 on Surtain, 700 on Micah Parsons. If Saquon comes down to 1.1, you're in for about 2 mil, which honestly to me, that is worth spending the coins on for that +1 speed. I would be going through and getting some incredible speed boosts on some of the most important players on my squad. Crystal cards are broken in this game. Now, boys, if you enjoyed this one and you want to stay up to date with more Madden Ultimate Team tips and tricks, hit that red subscribe button down below. And if you want to check out a video that I posted yesterday going over what you got to be doing first in the brand new Unreal Moments program to make sure you're getting 3 full champion players, click the video you see on my face. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.